is so confusing. If that's you right now, don't worry, because I'm going to show you the best and fastest way to get up and going on High Level in less than 30 minutes. And if you haven't heard of High Level yet, it is the all-in-one software that I used to replace every single piece of software in my agency. And I saved over $1,000 a month by switching to this platform. And if you don't already have an account, make sure to sign up using the link below, because I will send you an entire free course on High Level and a snapshot that you can use to get up and going even faster. And you can also get a free 14-day trial using that link. So let's get started. So for those of you guys who don't know, we actually have a free Facebook group called Marketing Agency Automation Secrets, where we give away hundreds of dollars in free trainings every single week to our members. So click the link below to go check that out. All right, so first things first, click the link below to sign up for your free 14-day trial. And you'll also get all the bonuses that come along with it, my course and my snapshot. So when you click the link, you're gonna see something that looks like this. It's gonna have my ref URL on there, and don't worry about that. It just means that I'm going to get credit for your sign up, and that means that you will get your bonuses. All right. Okay. So first, we're going to talk a little bit about the different plans of High Level. Okay. So when you click this, you're going to put in your information, and then you're going to go to step 2. Well, I have an account already, so I can actually show you what you get with each different plan. And there is a new $497 plan. So I'm just going to pull it up in my account and kind of talk you through what each plan is, okay? So first, you have a starter plan. This starter plan is $97 a month, and you get all the features that come with the agency plan, except you do not get the white label, and you also do not have unlimited accounts available. So the starter plan is really for an agency who doesn't have any clients, or they just kind of want to get their feet wet and they want to get started, or maybe they want, funnel hosting or website hosting and they don't have a bunch of clients. Okay. So that again is one account only. Now, the freelancer plan used to be called the agency plan. It's $297 a month, but you get unlimited accounts. So not only do you get unlimited users, but you get unlimited accounts. So if you have 100 clients, it doesn't cost more money. How cool is that? Like, you can, it's so crazy, guys, the value here. This is going to replace everything you used before. So if you look at this diagram here, all these tools are gonna get replaced for $297 a month. Are you kidding me? I was paying over $1,000 a month for this stuff before. All right. So you get the white label, you get a membership now that comes with it, the memberships, the funnels, the unlimited website hosting, API access, you get chat support, phone support. They have a partner program, which we're part of. And it's crazy. And then also, if you sign up, check this out. They have an annual plan now. So if you sign up annually, you get 2 months free. Okay. So it's basically buy 10 months, get 2 months free. It's incredible. Okay. And that averages out to $248 a month. If you want to go for the annual, go for it. Like, if you're committed, like I'm committed, check it out. Okay. Now, this new one, Agency Pro, I am so excited about this. They recently announced this during Level Up Day, and oh my God, I just cannot wait for this stuff. Okay. So this is where they're rolling out the SaaS plan, and the SaaS plan is basically gonna let you resell High Level out of the box. So incredible. They also have launched agent reporting, which is actually live now. And then all of these coming soon features. Oh my God, I can't wait for this. Okay. Coming soon: advanced API access, advanced CRM functionality, tracking pixels, advanced integration, inbound calling, lead distribution, blogging, SaaS mode, phone and text rebill, which means you're going to be able to recharge an upsell Twilio, white label setup, which means that you get the app, I think, and then white label support. So that's like built into it. It's incredible. So those are the differences here between the 3 plans. So you're going to choose a plan that's right for you. And now we're going to get into the nuts and bolts of the setup. Okay. So you're going to sign up here with my link. They're going to email you your user ID and password. And then you're going to go into app.gohighlevel.com. You're going to sign up, or you're going to log in to app.gohighlevel.com. And then you're going to see your account, and it's just going to be like a blank screen. And you're going to be like, oh my God, now what do I do? Okay, well, don't freak out because we're going to do this together. All right. So the first thing that you guys need to do is you need to sign up for your Twilio account, which is actually what's going to allow you to send and receive text messages, to do voicemail drops, to do forced calls, everything you ever wanted to do with the call features, you're going to be able to do with Twilio. All right. I also have a link. If you use the link in the description, you get $10 for free preloaded into your Twilio account. Okay. How cool is that? So I'm going to take you over into Twilio. And once you've already created your account using the link below, we're going to log in. And then what we're going to do is, now they're going to give you this SID and this auth token. Okay, so you're going to just click the little copy. And then you're going to go over to High Level. You're going to go to Settings. And then you're going to go into Twilio. And then you're going to paste your account SID in here. Okay, then you're going to click Show on auth token, and you're going to paste it in here, and then you're going to click on Save. And then every new account that you create after this is going to have its own sub account inside of Twilio, so you don't have to do this every time. It's just the one time that you have to do it. Okay, so that's how easy that is. Okay, then when you set up either Mailgun or some other SMTP service, I have another video on how to choose the right SMTP service for you. But let's say that Mailgun is like not easy to set up at all. But if you decide to use it, you actually have to pay for it now. So I like Sendinblue better than Mailgun, but I'm just going to go through this real quick. And I have another video on like more specifics, but you're going to go into your domains, sending domains, and then you're going to add a new domain. And you definitely want to make sure you do mg dot whatever your domain is .com. Okay. Then what they're going to do is they're going to give you a bunch of DNS records that you need to set up. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. All right, so all these DNS records, you have to go in to your host, your domain provider, and you have to set all of these records up in the back end. Okay, so I do have another video on that, and I don't want to get like too deep into that. I'll go ahead and link the video, but you've got to have all these set up. Okay. And then if you decide you want to use a different provider, I also have a link to sign up for a free trial of Sendinblue. Sendinblue is so much better in so many ways than Mailgun. They have better deliverability. They have better customer support. They have a better user interface. They have better everything. Okay. And it's so easy to set up. It's not even funny. So all you have to do on Sendinblue is add a new sender, and it's going to show up down here. And then you just verify it. Okay. But you go in your email and you click a link and you verify the email. And then you go into SMTP and API, and then you get your SMTP, and then you bring it over into High Level. So you're going to add a service. I'm going to say other. And then here, you just copy and paste it back and forth. So I'm going to get my SMTP server. And I have way too much stuff open. Then I'm going to go back to Sendinblue. I'm going to get my port. I'm just copying and pasting. All right. Then I'm going to get my login. Then I'm going to get my master password here. And then I'm going to paste it in there. And then I'm going to click save. And then it's going to be set up like so. That's how much easier it is to use Sendinblue. Definitely recommend signing up for a free trial using my link just so you can test drive it out. It's really, really awesome. Okay. And now what you need to do next is just real quick. You need to white label this domain, okay? If you have the agency plan, you need to white label it. Please don't run around telling people. It's called High Level, okay? It's so easy to white label. There's no excuse not to do it. You basically are going to set that up in your agency settings. And I've got another video on how to do it, but this is the written instructions. So you create a CNAME. So you're going to pick a name for your white label. So app.yourdomain.com or whatever you want to call it, okay? You're going to set up a CNAME to point to app.messagesender.com. And then here in the agency settings, you put your white label domain in there, okay? And then also upload your logo and your privacy policy URL. That's important because if you don't, it's going to go to high levels. So don't do that. Don't forget that part, okay? So you want to white label first, absolutely 100%. Also, if you want to earn a recurring 40% commission on everybody that you refer over to High Level, guys, go to your affiliate settings in the portal and copy your link here and start giving it out like freaking crazy. All right? Like, just trust me, you can make a ton of money and you only need 3 affiliates to pay for the medium-sized plan. So why not do that? I'm sure you know 3 people that you could invite pretty easily. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back into our accounts, and you're not going to have any accounts here in the beginning, but when you sign up with my link, I'm going to send you a snapshot. So when you click on the snapshot, you're going to load it into your account. Okay. Then what you can do after you click the snapshot and load the snapshot into your account, all you have to do is click the link and load it. So I'm not even going to show you how to do that. You're going to click add an account and then you're going to go into imported snapshots and you're going to click on the snapshot that I sent you. Then you are going to type in your client's name here or your agency name, but that snapshot is really more for like your client. So you're going to start typing their business name. So I'm going to pick Quick Trip. That's the one I usually use, okay? And you're going to put your client's information in here. And if this is for your agency, you're going to put your information right here. Okay? It's automatically, if it finds it on the map, it's automatically going to bring in the address and the phone number, which is really freaking cool. And then we're going to save it. Okay. Now, if you already had an account that you wanted to load my snapshot onto, what you would do is you would go to your accounts and click on View Details, Actions, Load Snapshot, and you can pick the snapshot right here. So you can get that in one of 2 ways, okay? So that's really, really simple. Now is the fun part, and I hope you're ready for the super exciting fun part, because now we get into what to do next, okay? So you're going to see this dashboard, And it's pretty much a blank slate. Like the dashboard, just going to show you the pipeline and what's in it, how many people total, how many people you closed, how many people are in progress, right? So you're going to see the conversion rate if you actually mark the leads as won or sold or whatever. You're going to see all kinds of things. It's pretty cool. And then here, conversations. You're going to see all the conversations with all the leads you ever wanted to see, okay? It's going to start out with this unread tab. The unread tab is a little confusing to me. I don't really like it that much because it's not super accurate, but I just always go to all. So I just click all, and then you can see all of the leads in here in the all tab. All right. So you can text back and forth. You can just hit enter. It'll go. You can send an email to the lead and then like test, right? I can see if I set it up correctly. So make sure that before you launch this live to your clients that you're testing that. I always talk about testing on my channel. So this is nothing new if you've been following me for a while. Okay. All right. So then what we're going to do, you're not going to have a Twilio number. You're going to see this error up here. So you can either click resolve and it'll take you straight to the page, or you can go to settings, phone numbers. They're making it easier to use day by day, but it's still kind of confusing for a lot of people. So you're going to click add number and the area code, pick whatever area code that you want to pick, and then pick whichever phone number. The sky is the limit. Okay. Once you click save, it's going to add it into your account and then it's going to show up in here. So just for fun, I'm going to show you an account that already has a phone number. Okay, so here in the phone number settings, you can forward. I highly suggest you forward it because it's not going to ring if you don't. So go ahead and forward the calls to yourself or your salesperson or the front desk or whoever you want to send them to, okay? Whisper message. This is the message that you are going to hear if you're forwarding calls to yourself whenever someone calls you. And I have another video on how to do this. You can use custom values. We haven't even talked about custom values yet, but you can do something like this from contact name, and it will tell you their name if it's in the system when they call you, which is kind of cool. So my phone's going ring, 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 and they say hello, and it says call from Seal Digital account from Testy McTesterton. Okay, that's what it's going to sound like whenever you answer your phone. And then the call recording, you want to make sure if you want the calls recorded to turn this on. Now, if you don't type a message in here, it used to be that you could record it and then not tell them you're recording it, but now it's like required that you tell them that the call is being recorded. So I usually just put a space in here and it seems to be working fine. If you don't put anything in there, it's going to automatically turn it back off and you're going to be like, why are my calls not recording? It's really irritating. And then call timeout 60, you just leave that like it is, okay? And here, if you want to look or listen, I should say, to the calls, you're going to go into the reporting and then the call reporting. And then you're going to be able to see all the people who called, if the call was answered, and how long the call was. All right. So that's pretty cool. You can see these graphs here. You can see average call duration. You can see how many first-time callers there were, how many calls were missed. So this is really good ammo to have if you have clients who don't like to answer their phones, especially. Pretty cool. Okay. Now we are going to talk integration. So I'm going to go back into settings. I'm going to go into integrations. This is the easiest part of the whole thing. You want to integrate your Google account, and you want to integrate your Facebook account. So you're going to click on add an account. You're going to sign in with Google. It's going to say this will allow lead connector. So go ahead and click allow, and then it's going to add your account in here. And then for Facebook, same thing. You're going to add the account, and it's just easier if you click on all the check boxes when you integrate Facebook, because I've seen a lot of people have problems when they try to be selective about which pages they allow, and then later on they want to add a page and it's like, oh, no, I can't do it. Just add them all. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay. So go ahead and integrate Facebook. And then you can also integrate Stripe. You can add your Stripe live and secret key, or test secret keys in here. And then you can do cool things like integrate a 2-step order form. So we do that when, we're onboarding clients, when we automate our onboarding. We have a course for that, by the way, in the Digital Agency Hacker Program. It's going to teach you how to use HighLevel to fully automate your agency. But anyway, okay. So we got the integrations. If you want to map the Facebook form fields, you're going to go into Facebook form field mapping. You're going to click map fields, and then you're going to map the fields accordingly in here. And then when you want to trigger, let's say that I want to, whenever someone opts into my Facebook lead ad, this is like the most common use case. I'm going to click Facebook lead form submitted. And then you can even, if you want to select the lead form, you can do that, or just leave it open, which means it's going to fire on all of them. You're going to add to a campaign. Okay. And then you're also, check this out, you're going to add an opportunity. Leads, lead in. And then the opportunity source is Facebook. Okay. So I'm going to save that and then turn it on. And now, whenever someone submits a lead form on Facebook, they're going to be entered into this campaign and into the pipeline. So what that means, I'm going to show you that right now, okay? The campaigns are any actions that you want to take to connect with the lead. So you can go in here, you can add a text message, okay? You can voicemail drop them. You can email them. Okay. You can, it's going to freak out about the subject. You can even do a forced call. Okay. You can do all those things whenever someone comes in from Facebook automatically. How cool is that? And you can even do like after 4 minutes, and then after 1 hour, and then after 1 day. Okay. And then after 2 days. And these are sequential. So basically, after the lead comes in, 4 minutes after, it's going to send them a text. And then 1 hour after this, it will send them a voicemail. And then 1 day after the voicemail, it will email them. And then 2 days after the email, it will send them, or will force call them. That's how that works. Okay. So you just simply add them into, in the trigger, you're going to add them into the campaigns that you want to add them into. And the pipeline, I use the pipeline all the time because I love having this view, this high level view of like everything. So whenever a lead comes in, they're going to come into this category lead in, and you can see if someone calls you, you can mark them accordingly. And I've got another video on that. If you need to follow up with them, if they do a qualifying call or a demo call with you, you can set that up automatically to where when they book an appointment on your calendar, they will move over in the pipeline. Oh my God, guys, like this stuff is so, so fun and awesome. Okay. So let's do that real quick. Okay. So settings. Now there's a new calendar. It's just like Calendly, only better because you don't have to pay extra for it. So go into settings and you're going to go into team management and you're going to add everyone on your team that needs to be involved in this calendar. So if you have a sales guy or an appointment setter, you're going to want to add them in here first. Okay. So you can add them in here. You can give them different permissions. You can take things away. I usually only will give, like, if they're only doing calls and making appointments, I take away like everything except these. So they need appointments, they need conversations, they need opportunities, and they need contacts, and they need lead value, but they don't really need anything else, right? Then you're going to make them a user. Here, you can actually assign them their own number. I have another video on how to do that, okay? And then you need to have their Google integration done first, right? And then the beautiful thing is you can actually add a team now. I have another video on how to do this, but let's just say that I want a calendar where I am going to provide several services. So I would just pick me and name it Christine's team. And then here, fill it in accordingly. And I've actually already got it set up here that you can see. Then you're going to go into calendars and you're going to see here, like when you create a team, it's going to create this. All right. But then you're going to click new calendar, which just means basically like it's a new service. And you're going to set up the services in here. Okay. So name, description, calendar URL slug, the appointment title, and how long you want the appointment to be, how many appointments per slot, minimum scheduling notice. I usually say like 6 hours, date range is 5 days. You can change the hours and then click apply all, and it like magically goes to all the days, which is cool. Here you can have the Google Calendar send an invitation. You can disallow rescheduling and cancellations. You can add a qualification form. You can add your Facebook pixel. You can do a resubmit URL or a custom thank you message. So just to show you what that looks like real quick. It looks like this. So use case, collab with me, or you need advice or a fix. We do a recorded session. Then you can actually pick a time with me, and then you can pay on the next page. Put in the card number. So you guys can do stuff like this too. Okay, so cool. Then what we're going to talk about next, we already kind of talked about the pipeline, but what I want to do is show you the use case of the appointment reminders, setting those up so that if someone schedules an appointment with you, that they get automated appointment reminders. Okay, so let's say that someone schedules an appointment with me. We're going to say appointment in here. We're going to say appointment status is confirmed. In the calendar, collab with Christine. Okay, so this is your calendar. We're going to add them to the campaign, appointment reminders with Christine. We are going to text. We're going to send a text that there's an appointment, and we're going to remove the tag no show. And that's just because that's something I do. I like to use tags to track status. Okay, so you don't have to do that. It's totally optional. But that's what the trigger looks like. And then the campaign. So the campaign will actually send a text and an email immediately as soon as they schedule, which is why it says after 0 minutes, it's just gonna Send it right away. And then this here, if the time is between 8 and 5. So if it hasn't been, I'll just talk a little bit about the conditions. So if means that if it's between 8 and 5, it's going to send them a text. If it's not, it's just going to skip and go to the next action. So I don't want to text them like the next day. That's weird. I just want to do if it's between 8 and 5, it's going to send them a text. If it's not, no text. If you wanted to wait and send the next day at 8 a.m., you're going to say when. And then you can also do an exact. And if you want to say like exactly 9:02 a.m. or whatever, you can do that. Okay. All right. So those are immediately. This is the day before. So before one day, it's going to send them a text again. Then also it's going to send them an email confirming the appointment. And then 60 minutes or 1 hour before, it's going to email them again with the link. And then 30 minutes before, it's also going to send them a text. Okay. So that is how you would set up automated appointment reminders to your leads so that they show up for your appointments. And I have another video on that as well, but that's like the nuts and bolts of how to set up high level. Okay. You can also do other cool stuff. I've got videos on all these guys, but funnels, unlimited funnels, free funnel templates in all these niches, websites, unlimited websites, free website templates in all these niches, like free website hosting, unlimited. It's all unlimited, guys. Memberships. This is crazy. You can do entire membership programs. This is a course platform. So you can create courses on here. You don't have to pay any extra for any of this. It's all one price. Isn't that crazy? I mean, the possibilities are so endless for this platform. That's why I love it so much. So this was your quick start guide, but make sure to like and subscribe and go check out my other videos because, guys, I show you how to make so much money with this platform for you and your clients, and I just know that you're going to love it. Make sure that you sign up for a free trial using my link below so that you get the course and the snapshot that I'm going to give you. The course, guys, like you're going to get all this stuff in the course. It's an actual course that I took a lot of time to develop for you guys because I love all my affiliates and I want you guys to fall in love with this platform. So make sure you sign up using the link below, and you may need to clear your cache and cookies beforehand if you've ever clicked on any other if you have ever clicked on any other links, you're going to want to clear your cache and cookies first, okay? That way you get all my goodies. So I hope this helps you guys, and get out there, sign up for the link below, get out there and start crushing it for you and for your clients, and start saving money on all your subscriptions. Okay, guys? And make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.